What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in Warframe. We are running a defense alert on Xini. I just eat you. Messaged me while I was in game in the middle of putting together builds for my build videos coming up shortly in the next couple of days. For the Sybaris, the Angstrum, and this bad boy here, the Serro. Okay, so I've got them all leveled. I've got the mods all set up the way I like them. And I'm just working on gathering video footage for them. Now, if you stand in front of me, I just eat you. I cannot shoot the Angstrum without killing myself. So this one here, this video, we're just going to show you a little bit of each of the weapons. Now, the only thing that I did notice is I'm looking at my Serro right now, and it's showing electricity on it as the element, which means that once again my mods were reset on the Serro. Thank you, Warframe. This is the third time today that I've gone into a mission and my Serro has been reset on the mods. And I know this because I am not running electricity per se on my Serro anymore. I have chosen a totally different route. Gonna make this hard for me, aren't you, Just Eat You? Make this hard on me. Caps lock fail there. Okay, here we go. Alright, so I've been enjoying this this Angstrum per se. I've got this thing almost as beastly, or if not, you could actually technically say even more beastly than my Ogress. Yeah. This is a 3 forma on the Angstrum. I could go 4 forma, honestly. Just the way I've got it set up to max out one of my other cards that's not maxed out. But that would be the only reason at this point to go 4 forma, to max out a single card. Not too worried about that, so we're just going to leave it at 3 forma. Sybaris. Okay, Sybaris is kind of picky. I've got it on 4 forma. You may think I'm crazy. I almost want to put in 5 forma. 5 forma would have built me the weapon that I really wanted. 4 forma is building me a really great weapon as well, with an added elemental. So 5 forma, I would have went pure damage, split up into multiple setups, multiple areas of the weapon to complement it all. But 4 is just as well. Not really a huge difference between the 4 and 5, just because I'm just trying to be crazy, more or less. As I said in the beginning, I like the Sybaris. The Sybaris is freaking awesome. You could compare it to a couple other weapons if you'd like to. There's some really unique capabilities on the Sybaris that I really enjoy. You know, you could say it's Gridlock. Gridlock is a high stat. You know, nothing you can do better than statting and proccing with that weapon, and that thing is really good, like, per se, and I really love my Gridlock. But this thing just kind of doesn't have that status chance. But it does have the critical chance, and it's got high damage, and it's a double shot. I don't know how else to say it. It's actually pretty great, and it's great to be used in almost every aspect. Now, certain missions are going to be a little bit more challenging than others. Exterminates, no problem. Captures, no problem. Rescues, really no problem. When you're getting into these defenses and survivals, you've got to be quick on the trigger. You've got to know what you're doing. You got to utilize your Warframe abilities along with it. But this weapon, this Sybaris, is actually pretty awesome, and I'm going to actually use it here in a minute. just to show you what I'm talking about. I know there are people out there that have been talking about this weapon and have said it's crap, have said in no certain circumstances that it's crap, that the Sybaris can't be run on high levels. Well, I am that one that's going to prove you wrong. That's all I gotta say. Because that's what I do. I am different than everybody else. And I'm going to blow myself up. Saw that one coming. Because, you know, if I don't blow myself up at least once using the Angstrom, then it's just not worth it, right? Okay, now, so I've got them ready. I've got the Serro set up now. Like I said, I got Angstrom set up, so I'm just putting the videos together. So within the next day or so, I will have all 3 builds out, or I expect to have all 3 builds out as within the next day from this video. Hopefully, try to get some chance to put them together because the videos take a few minutes to put everything together. Let's just grab everything. Now, you could say that these weapons are not great if they're not paired with the right frame, which is very true. If you pair them with a frame that's not designed to run like a semi-sniper rifle, or a frame that's not prepared to run this little mini rocket launcher, you're gonna have some issues. Let's go find this sneaky thing that's just hiding around. Where is it? There he is. And you may experience some issues. You may say the gameplay, it's kind of, the weapon sucks, that type of thing. Because again, it is all
Do you choose to leave now, or
nowadays with Melee 2.0 and Damage 2.0 and everything. It's all going to be based on how you combine everything together, how you do a full setup. You know, it's not just the weapon anymore. It's how you set the weapon with the melee, with the frame, with the secondary, that type of thing. So combinations are going to play key, and the combinations, no one can really tell you the combination of, you know, how you want main, secondary, melee, and frame. It's really something that as you're playing, you kind of start leaning into on your own. You start saying, hey, this is my best frame, this is what I use the most, this is how I know how to use it, you know. Same with the weapons. Okay, this is my weapon style. I'm more of a sniper guy, or I'm more of a rifle guy, or I'm more of a shotgun guy. You're going to start to learn, for the newer guys, where your strengths and capabilities are, and where you're going to end up being most of the time. And that's going to play key into a lot of this. I'm pretty good with all of them overall, to be honest. Shotguns are probably my least favorite. Of course, main rifles are, in terms of rifle category, rifles are my favorite, and sniper setups like so are secondary favorite, only when you're including things like Gridlock, and this is not really a sniper rifle, but it's got such a range on it. Oh yeah, that was pretty awesome. It's got such a range on it that I consider it a semi-sniper, if you will. And the double shot burst action, I think it's pretty awesome. 10 rounds is fine. You just got to know what you're doing, especially for the reload. You don't want to miss as often as I do recently. Today's just not been a good day for me. I've been missing left and right on everything. Just really off. I don't know, but regardless, I'm always that guy that's going to come out here and prove everybody else wrong. Now I built this. And after making my build and getting it all set up, I decided to start watching some videos, the few videos that are out there on YouTube. And this is where I'm kind of shocked to see that people would put this weapon down so much. So, people don't want to give it a chance. Gosh, I don't understand. Anyway, neither here nor there, right? Everybody builds it their own way. Everybody has their own opinion on it. That's and everybody's entitled to their own opinion on it. However, sometimes we do fall into the rut of, well, this guy says what it is, so it must be. Nothing is ever as it seems until you've played it yourself. And it holds true for me too. I mean, you guys enjoy this. You may enjoy the build that I put out, and you may try it, and you may come out and say, hey man, you're a freak. I don't know why you'd put so much forma into that weapon, that type of thing. But you know, ultimately it comes down to how you're going to play it, right? And I'm not one for putting a lot of forma in. I think most people know that throughout the time of me playing, I have not put a lot of weapons, time into weapons instead of forma. I've tried to always just build it as it was, and let it be. But recently, I started focusing on some more and try and hone in my skills on things. And the fact that when I built this weapon originally, I only used like 4 slots, and I had 4 open slots. So there's no way I could leave a weapon with 4 open mod slots. Heck no. So that's why we went crazy on it. So now, this is interesting here with the Serro. Even though the Serro is put back to my basic and unmodded state, this thing is still awesome. As you can see, it's still pretty damn damaging. Yeah. It is what it is, right? Whoops. Derp. I do promise you this is actually my off day with the Sybaris. I've actually had much better days than today. I don't even have time to read the chat right now. Yeah, for reference, anybody ever wondering, I don't always read the chat, and I don't have time because I'm busy in the mission. So if I don't respond to you when you're sending me stuff or you're talking to me, don't take offense that I'm not responding to you because I don't like you or something. It's just that, yeah, I'm busy, usually. Especially when we're in the same damn mission. Anyway, what else? What else? What else is important that I think I should bring up? Recently, and I'd like to see what other people's thoughts on this are, because I have an opinion here, and I don't know, some people probably won't like my thought on this. Okay, so defense missions like this, like such, okay? I was in a situation the other day where there was just 2 of us in a round. Actually, it started out 3, but poor Az got disconnected and ended up having to do the Dark Sector defense by himself for 5 rounds. But, so that left myself and one other guy with me. Really interesting because he was a Nova, didn't use any of his abilities, so he was useless in that front. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm not even gonna get into that. Didn't even use the abilities, just kind of stood there. But, so we get into the heavy situation. We're in 10 to 15 now, on the Dark Sector 35 plus infested thing. And I got lucky, of course. And,
Keep fighting.
you know, they're all coming up on the pod. It's just this same type of map, so I'm shooting my Angstrom everywhere and I'm blowing everything up. And he dies, he goes down. So I hop down to get in there, and I died. And so I quickly hit the revive button and got back up and took care of everything in the cryopod so we didn't lose the match, you know. And the first comment that came back was, "Thanks for not reviving me." I'm thinking to myself, we pretty much went down at the same time. Whoops, I blew myself up again. And you're pissed off that I didn't get up, revive you, instead of doing what I did, which was handle the cryopod. So I was like, okay, I laughed at the guy. I'm sorry, I had no choice, but stupidity, right? I mean, let's lose a mission instead of using one of your free 4 lives that you get. Anyway, digressing, going back to what we're doing. So we're moving on in the round. We go 3 more rounds, whatever, we get to round 15, and sitting there, now they're coming at us, you know, mad crazy, and he's standing next to the cryopod, not using his abilities or anything, just standing there. He goes down again. So I basically had to do round 15 by myself. And instead of him getting back up and doing anything, he stayed down and just bitched to me in chat the whole time. How come I didn't come down and pick him up? Because I didn't die that time. And I'm thinking, okay, yeah. Let me just put this to you guys this way. If you're in a match with me and it's you or the cryopod, I'm going to protect the cryopod and I'm going to make it through the mission. And if you don't got any lives, you don't got any lives. If you've got a life, revive. I'm going for the cryopod. I came in the mission. I didn't come in the mission to fail a mission. Just keep that in your head. I'm not mad at anybody or anything like that. I'm just voicing my opinions here. And some people may agree with me on it, some people may not. And, you know, that's fine as well. Again, if you're going to stand in the thick of it and you're going to die, I'm not going to go down there and risk my own life and lose the mission because you were stupid enough to go down there and stand there. Especially when you have a Nova and you have the capabilities of handling the crowd much easier than a Loki against Infested, since Loki's abilities against Infested are pretty much useless in terms of radial blind or radial disarm. Hello, there's nothing to disarm. So anyway, yeah, I just had to make that little gripe. I thought it was funny, and it kind of pissed me off at the same time, thinking that, you know, are people, I don't know. I mean, you know, we're lucky enough that DE gives us 4 free lives per frame. Not in a day, you know, not in a 24-hour period, but per frame. So you use 4 lives in 1 frame, you just go to switch to a different frame. You're getting more than other people do. Wow, I can't speak. I'm sorry. Anyway, why am I here bitching? I'm not here bitching. I'm here to have fun. So, yeah. Build videos definitely coming up. Sybaris-Angstrum-Serro. Probably more like Sybaris-Serro than Angstrom. But they're all coming up. I can tell you they're definitely going to be different than what other people have set up. As usual, my builds are definitely different than other people's builds. Yeah, that's a lot of them here. Let's do what we got to do here. Using that base Sarah right now. It's still interesting as a base how good it is. Oh yeah. Oh, one of those good mod. Well, I don't really consider that a good mod just because it's rare. But okay, I'll take it. Transmutation fodder, if you will. So, you know, you get your gripes when you're playing. But yeah, I think the Sybaris is great. I think the Sybaris can handle high level, no problem at all. I don't know why that's stuck in the air there. Let's go find these guys sitting in the back end, hiding again. There's 2 this time. Just like last time. Okay. So there we are. Last wave. We're gonna stop it at 15, I think.
Robotic signature detected. Lock and load.
Sybaris, Sybaris. Da, 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 da. This thing is awesome. Sorry. I do. I don't know. I mean, a year ago when they first had sniper rifles and whatnot, I thought, you know, obviously they weren't the best sniper rifles in the game. And I just didn't, when I first started, I couldn't find any need to use a sniper rifle or what the purpose of it was in a game like this where you're moving around so much. And this isn't really a sniper rifle. It's kind of a mix, but you know, you could say it's close to a Latron, between a Latron and a Gridlock, if you will. But I guess as I played more, I started to find some focus on how you could do it, how you can keep mobile at all times and still use a rifle like this or a sniper and be very effective. Oh, Mog's not in an alliance. They still have to fix Dark Sector stuff. We're taking this exterminate key. Yes, please. Thank you. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Stay tuned for the builds. If you did like this, please hit that like button. Comments below anytime. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. It's greatly appreciated. And I will catch you guys in the next episode.
We're done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.